Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. Obviously, Knicks fans, we're not doing well, as isn't it crazy how it works being a Knicks fan? Let's get this out the way. By the way, New York Knicks lose at Madison Square Garden 120 to 108 versus one of the best teams in basketball. So the Grizzlies, third seed in the Western Conference, best team in the NBA since Christmas Day. Star level talent or star player over there, superstar player over there, or John Morant playing like an MVP, who I thought we played good defense on. Desmond Bane, one of the most underrated young players in the game. Jaren Jackson Jr., freak of nature defensively, can stroke it from the outside. It's crazy how he's really disciplined his game since Michigan State. Steven Adams, great leader, sets hard screens. He just always has his teammates back. He's physical. He's built like a freaking brick house. He's an underrated passer of the ball. Got Kyle Anderson, who comes off the bench, does his thing with his basketball IQ, with his body control. They have Zaire Williams, who's young, contributing to this team. This is a very good basketball team. It doesn't matter how bad the Knicks are. It doesn't matter how good we are. We're always going to find ways to be disappointed because it seems like there's been more disappointment than actually good, at least in my lifetime of being a New York Knicks fan. And the New York Knicks, we fall short when it comes to a comeback, and I feel like a perfect way to sum up this game, we're going to be getting into it, is we beat ourselves. Whenever it looks like the New York Knicks are going on a run, we just beat ourselves. We shoot ourselves in the foot. If it's a turnover, if it's quickly at the end of the game, quickly 7 straight points. We cut it to a single-digit game after being down like a million. He has a 4-point play, executes obviously from the free throw line, hits a 3. Quickly does too much. He turns the ball over, takes some unnecessary shots that we didn't need. Like, this team plays really hard when they're like engaged. But you know what? The Knicks do not play smart. They have bad awareness when it comes to the clock. Bad awareness of what shot we do need. If that's for Julius Randle, if that's for Quickly, if that's for most players on this team, their mental awareness is bad. Like someone said in my chat tonight when I was streaming the game, shout out to Curry. That was not a foul on Nerlens Noel. He was saying on this one play, the Grizzlies had the ball. The shot clock ran all the way down to 1 second. Jaren Jackson Jr. had the ball. So Nerlens Noel reached in and they called a foul. And he was like, that's not a foul. Why is Nerlens Noel reaching in with 1 second left on the shot clock? That's just bad basketball. You live with it if he makes a difficult shot. Force him to take a terrible shot. Don't reach in. Like, in my opinion, you deserve to call that a foul if someone's reaching in with 1 second left and you're an NBA player. Nerlens Noel played bad tonight, though. Like, I don't know where he was in the paint. Bad defense. Like, we know he can't catch a basketball. We know all about that. But he can't just grab the ball. I'm not asking you to just freaking snatch it right off. Like, when someone misses, he's tipping it up in the air. Tips it in for the Grizzlies in, like, a big-time pivotal moment of the game. Burks, when he's out there, like, I know he's not being played at his proper position when we have him bringing the ball up as a point guard. He's not a point guard. But I'm starting to get tired of him. He's just so inconsistent. Chalks up a terrible shot. Just goes to the basket. It just seems like he always wants to be a hero. Takes an unnecessary shot. Kemba Walker did nothing. Like, Kemba Walker, there's a reason why he's on such a cheap deal. He's done. I think a perfect way to sum up this game for Kemba, because he pretty much did nothing. He had no contribution to this game at all. He's so inconsistent. It's crazy that this is the same guy that went off versus the Wizards. He short rims a wide open 3. Same possession, by the way. Offensive rebound, pull up mid-range jumper, airballs it. But we were getting killed at the 3-point line. We were getting killed inside in the interior. We played good defense on John Morant. Like, we did a good job on Desmond Bane. Alright, I was editing this video in school. I'm sorry, like, the audio's terrible and all that. But I just wanted to make a correction. I don't know what I was talking about. We didn't play good defense on Desmond Bane. Like, I know we barely scored, but gosh, the perimeter defense was just so trash. If it was Zaire Williams getting to his spots, like, they're thriving in transition and just killing us in transition off of steals. Like, I got to give credit to John Morant and Zaire Williams in that department, but, like, we left D'Anthony Melton open, like, on, like, 3, like, back-to-back possessions. Like, it was just awful, the perimeter defense, and there was a lack of communicating. Randle's defense wasn't even great outside on the perimeter as well. Like, it's so hard to touch base on, like, most of the things that went on last night. because I swear to God, it's just it's just a theme now, or it's just starting to become a pattern. It's the same thing over and over and over again, and it's just so disappointing. And there's just so much bad. Um, but yeah, guys, just wanted to give you guys that. Like, Ja still got his numbers, but we did the best job possible we could on a Ja Morant, and I thought RJ played good defense. And I got to give credit to RJ Barrett. A huge reason we got it back into this game from after being down a million is because of RJ Barrett. He was electric. He was amazing in the third quarter. Was he perfect? No. I'm sure he had some misses at the rim he wished he could take back. The deep two he missed wide open, and the corner three, I'm sure he wished that he could get back missing those shots. But he played the best he could tonight. I really thought he played hard. I thought he did his thing. And there was moments I'm like, all right, we don't feed the hot hand. Like, that's an unnecessary shot. But I really like the way RJ played defense on Ja Morant. I thought he was physical. I thought he played hard. I got to give credit to him. I don't care what anyone says. This is RJ's team. I'm the same one that crapped on RJ. I admit it. But this is RJ Barrett's team. This is RJ Barrett's team as of right now. We're going to be getting into the elephant in the room. Don't get me wrong. Mitchell Robinson did a good job giving us second chance opportunities. He was athletic around the rim. He played his ass off. That's a tough matchup. Steven Adams, I thought he did the best he could. But the Knicks just shoot themselves in the foot when we come back. Just unnecessary shots. But yeah, let's get into the elephant in the room. By the way, Evan Fournier, I don't know why he turns into Larry Bird or Michael Jordan in these nationally televised games. Like, these freaking floaters, like these leaners, these shots from the outside, timely buckets. Evan Fournier was a huge reason as well. Gave us momentum. Hit a big-time three. Forced the Grizzlies to call a timeout. But let's get into Julius Randle. Randle, I understand you're taking those threes. Like, they're wide open. I understand it. But at some point, you got to realize I'm not making my shots. I got to drive to the basket. But you know what? He can't do that, right? It's just a bad matchup. Like, he does not match up well up against Jaren Jackson Jr. He just gets bottled up around the rim. Obviously, can't handle the basketball. He's terrible with pressure on him. I just sound like a broken record. I do. I believe he missed 2 free throws like in a row at one point as well when he got to the charity stripe. But the Knicks really need to, I know there's the rumors out there, or there's the reports that there's the right deal out. If the right deal is on the table, I'm sorry, I stuttered. We're going to trade Julius Randle. But this night should be the final straw. This night should be the final straw. Because I feel like this is when I was like, we're not going to win this game. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. There was moments like when we cut it to a 5-point game when RJ went off in that third quarter. Then the Grizzlies went on a run, and then we had to come back again. But this is the final straw. After having to come back from double-digit leads a couple times in this game and cut it to single digits, you know what Randle does? Fournier playing well. Quickly gives us some momentum. RJ gives us momentum. Mitchell Robinson gives us momentum. Kemba, obviously, no. Alec Burks, I got into him. Unnecessary shit. He did. But you know what Randle does? We're coming back from a million points. By the way, Randle played soft. He let Kyle Anderson bully him to the basket. I just couldn't. I couldn't with Randle tonight. I just couldn't. It's just laughable how bad it is at this point. We could talk about his bad play all we want, but Thibodeau still doesn't hold this guy accountable. But anyway, I'm talking too much. We're coming back. Quickly 4-point play. 3 from beyond the arc. Fournier 3. You know what Randle does? He lets Desmond Bane get to him, and he's just chirping when we're down and we're building momentum. Can you just walk away? Can you just walk away? But no, he just continues to talk like he lets shit get to him so easy. Can you just let it go? It's just the same story every game. Every game. And I felt like, yeah, we're not going to win this game because we're not there mentally. We're not. And I knew the game was over because he's the number one option. He's the guy getting paid all this money. Who are you going to look to for a good example? Who are you going to look to for leadership? You're going to look to Randle. I sound like a broken record. And what's he doing? Complaining to the refs, complaining to Desmond Bane. You're just not going to win that way. You got to emotionally be checked in the game. You got to be smarter than that. He straight up played bad. He let people get to him, and he picked up a tech at the end of the game, which was so fitting. You could say the refs were bad, but the Knicks just did not play good enough. They did not. And I think it's really time. I'm not, I hate to say it because Tom Thibodeau was amazing last year. He got the most out of like such little talent. But the Knicks cannot have this mentality of we're not going to find another coach. Because I'm afraid the Knicks are going to be like, Tibbs still knows how to win games. We may not ever win a championship, but he still knows how to win games. Think long-term success. Like the Cavs, they drafted well. Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Coro's making an impact. Like they're doing their thing over there. They have a nice combination of veterans and young players. Same thing with the Grizzlies. Like those teams are set up for now and moving forward. The Knicks are just set up for right now. If we're going to lose the rest of the season, if we're going to win the rest of the season, if we're going to be mediocre the rest of the season, it has to be with the young guys. It really has to be. Kemba's not here moving forward. Julius Randle, he has to seriously really be like the Knicks have to really consider trading him. Like he's bad for the culture of this team right now. We need to see what RJ is because we still really don't know what RJ is as a true guy. I'm not saying he's going to be that guy, but we got to give him a chance. But as long as Tibbs is here, we're going to be stuck in mediocrity because we're not going to develop anything and we're not going to be able to build a consistent longevity winner. We can't just be like, Thibodeau knows how to win, kind of. Like we're going to find ways to be competitive, but that's not good enough if the Knicks want to be that team moving forward. And I don't know who we would hire. I don't know if it would be Kenny Payne. I don't know if it would be a Johnny Bryant. But we can't have this. We can't have this bland offense. We can't have this old mentality, this stubborn mentality. And I appreciate what he did, but I don't know if it's going to work long term. We're just going to be stuck in mediocrity if we continue with Tibbs. But New York Knicks fall short. Let me know down below your thoughts. Grizzlies, they deserved it more. Got timely buckets, even though we left them open a lot. But peace out, y'all.